So, I made you a video already. Actually, I've made you like 4. And the last one I ended up crying in, and I don't want you to see me cry because I don't want you to cry because I know you're kind of an emotional little boy. But I love you. And you're honestly the best. And I'm supposed to be cleaning our house right now, and I really haven't done it because I want to talk to you. I really miss you. And we're supposed to be talking on Skype right now, and Skype doesn't work, and it keeps cutting off our calls. I don't know if it's my connection or your connection or whose connection, but it sucks. And Brownie's in our video because she's over there now. But she's your little girl, and she just wants to show that she loves you, because she honestly does. Very much. Even though she's a pain in the butt, she still loves you. You're a pain in the butt too, so we're family. It all works out. I just got a message from you on Boxer. I love you. I just got another message from you on Boxer. And you're my best friend. We may have our arguments, but who doesn't have their arguments? I mean, there's no such thing as perfect people. People may think others are perfect, but they're definitely not. There's no perfect couple, perfect family, perfect person, none of it. That doesn't exist. So I don't see why everyone strives to try to be perfect for everyone else, because we're not perfect. We're not. We never will be. We all make mistakes. And we've had a lot of good times together, you and me. We drove across the country and back. That was a long trip. But we had fun. Even though I had an allergic reaction on the way there. And then you and I were both sick on the way back. And we went to the beach with Kim and Taylor. And I met your family. And I was nervous to meet your family because I'd never met anyone in your family before besides your mom and your brothers. So I met your uncles and cousins and your grandma, and we had fun. And I thought they weren't going to accept me. I don't know why I thought that. But I'm really glad they did. But when I got over that fear, because I realized that I was a part of the family. And that we were married. And it still gives me butterflies to this day to say that we're married. I say to this day like we've been married for a long time, even though we've only been married a couple of months. But it seems like so much longer. And I can't wait till we're married for like 50 years. Because we're gonna be like the cutest old couple together. You and me. Going through it all. Old style. And then we never had our big wedding. And it sucked, but I was kind of upset about it. Because I've always wanted a big wedding. And I've always wanted to like get married in a church with like a dress and like all my sisters there to be my bridesmaids and stuff. And I didn't get that. But after a while, I mean, it was okay because we had gross seafood and we got married in the chapel. Spur of the moment, just got married in a chapel. And I got married in shorts and a tank top because I came to visit you in Augusta for a weekend after we got our car. We got married. And I was kind of upset about it at first, but in the long run, I'm okay because I married my best friend and I wouldn't want it any other way. I am so glad that I'm a part of your life and that you're a part of my life, because looking back, I don't know what I would do without you. And before, if someone would have told me, what are you planning to do? Or where do you see yourself in a year? I wouldn't see myself married, moved across the country, any of that. Like, if someone told me that I'd be married and moved across the country in a year from now back then, I probably would have looked at them like they were crazy. And I can't wait until we have kids, because you're going to be an awesome dad. And I know that because you used to walk 5 miles every single day, rain or shine, to my house to help babysit Mary. And the way you were with her was absolutely amazing. I remember Dad called one time and asked me why I had a boy in the house when he wasn't home. And he tried to yell at me, and then when he came home, the house we had cleaned it like spotless, and we were watching Mary, and he goes, "Okay, I trust you. You can come over anytime." And I remember that moment because Mom called my dad and told Dad that there was a guy over and all that. And I remember going on our movie date to see The Lion King together. And we sat there in that movie theater and sang every song together. There was a thunderstorm that night, so we went to Starbucks. And then we sat on my dad's tailgate and watched the storm. It was great. For our one-day honeymoon, we went to a Braves game for Chipper Jones Day. We didn't know it was Chipper Jones Day, but we saw the Braves play the Dodgers, which is your favorite team, of course. And yeah, we have 2 dogs. They're monsters, but honestly, I love our dogs. I wouldn't want them any other way. They fit perfectly in with our family. And I really do miss you. You live like 50,000 miles away from me now. And you're gone until September, which really sucks, because being on my own, it's got its perks, but it also gets lonely after a while. And I just want to be with you again, because I miss all our little movie dates, all our little dinner dates, being able to make you dinner when you got home. I remember when we first started talking, we talked on Skype every night for like 13 or 14 hours at a time, and we'd fall asleep together every single night, and I absolutely loved it. It was the best time I think I've ever had with someone. And I'm really happy with you. I really am. And I left my family behind, California, like 3,000 miles away from here. And I gave up everything I had there for you. And so it's like, I felt like I lost everything. But in the long run, I may have lost part of my family, but I gained a new family with you. And now we're a family together. And hopefully we're a family for many more years to come. I'm not exactly sure why our dogs are barking, but I really wish they would stop because they're obnoxious. Stop, puppies! And you're the best. I love you. You need to come home so we can go to SeaWorld. I don't care if it's in California or Florida or wherever else there's a SeaWorld. We're gonna go to the beach because I want to go to the beach with you. And we're gonna take 10,000 pictures when you get home. And I'll make you dinner again every night. We'll have our movie dates, but every time we have our movie dates, you always like fall asleep in the middle of them. So we never actually get to watch like a complete movie because you always fall asleep in the middle of them. But it's cute and I love it. And I act like it frustrates me sometimes, but it really doesn't. This deployment really sucks. And I hope that we don't have to go through this again. Because it's hard enough this time. And I remember before you left to go back in Christmas for basic training. No. Before you left to go to basic training in October, you came to my house that morning and asked me that if you were to ask me to marry, or if you were to ask me if I would marry you right then and there, what would I say? And I said I would say yes. 10 minutes after I left, my dad called me into the living room. And it didn't really sound like my dad because my dad told me that he could see me marrying you one day. And my dad's never said that about anyone. Honestly. And then when you came back on the 17th of October, or on December, and Sheldon and Steve ran off and got married when you were supposed to be coming back. And so Dad was very upset when you got there. And then it's like we almost gave Dad a heart attack because Sheldon and Steve got married on the 17th. And like 3 days later, you and I got engaged. And it was a great time. It really was. We went to Six Flags together for Fright Fest. And we had fun doing that. We really did. And We went to Jack in the Box with Steve, and Shell, and Neva, and we had fun. We ate Panda Express at Six Flags, and this video is 15 minutes long, but I don't care. It's worth it because you get to watch it and you get to see me cry, even though I'm an ugly crier and I tried so hard not to cry. I still did it anyway, of course. And we're gonna have awesome kids. We really are. You want a little girl named Kaylee. And I don't mind that at all. At this point, I don't care if we have a boy or a girl or what their names are, as long as I have kids with you and I'm with you, and I'm totally satisfied, because you're everything to me. You're always there for me. You don't judge me. You were there when I got 2 of my tattoos and when I got the 3rd one finished. And I absolutely loved you being there. And you're everything to me. You're my family now. And I absolutely love the family that you and I have together, and the bond we have together, and everything about it. We may have our fights, but I don't care. We always make up from them. I can't believe that it's already been almost a year since we got married. It's already been half a year. In September we'll have been together for 2 years. And that's the longest I've ever been with anybody. Honestly. And it feels like just yesterday that we started talking. And it was fun. And I miss that. I think I just miss the fact of being with you every day. And I love being with you every day. But for now, it's okay being able to talk to you every day. I absolutely love it more than anything. Even if you fall asleep on me every night, I don't care. Or I fall asleep in the morning because you call me at, I don't know, 10 o'clock in the morning and I'm not ready to get up yet, so I sleep. And then I don't wake up when you go to the gym. But this video is almost 19 minutes long, so I think I'm gonna end it. I love you. You're a goober. My best friend. My Pookie Bear. You're everything. You have no idea how much I love you. And how much I miss you. And I can't wait for the moment I see you when you get home. I'll probably cry. And I remember you telling me to stay strong. But in the end, you're always the one that cries. And I think it's the cutest thing. Because you always are like, babe, it's okay, you gotta stay strong. And in the end, with our goodbyes, it's always you crying. And I remember, after we left my dad's house, we barely even got past the stop sign before I started crying. But it was okay after that. Because you're my family, my best friend, my whole world. You're my past, my present, definitely my future for many years to come. I love you. Mwah.